Hi Taurus, welcome to my channel, The Fool's Journey Tarot. Today is June 2nd, Tuesday, June 2nd, 2020. This is a general love reading for the sign of Taurus for this upcoming week in June. Because it's general, it can pertain to anything relationships. It can also pertain to situations and or circumstances surrounding family, home, work, social circle. Basically, if you can think of it, Taurus, it might apply. Be flexible with the energy. Don't be concerned about the gender of the cards. You might feel like I'm reading for you. You could potentially feel like you're cross-watching for somebody that you're dealing with. My intention is to reach those that need the message and will benefit from it in some way, shape, or form. So I'm hoping that you today, Taurus, and I hope that you feel like you got something beneficial and worth your while, worth your time by the time you are finished watching this video. If you're brand new to my channel, welcome. Thank you so much for tuning in. There is more specific information regarding my videos and my readings in the description box below. And if you are a returning viewer, thank you so much for coming back. I appreciate your support more than you can imagine. So Taurus, we'll get started here after a couple more shuffles and a cut. And we'll see what's going on with you guys for this first week of June. Yes, it's June 2020 already. This has been a crazy year, hasn't it? The stuff that's going on out there, I'm just glad I'm a homebody. I just tuck myself away and mind my own business. I try not to watch the news, but obviously you can't get away from it. If you're on a device of some sort, whether it's a TV, phone, tablet, whatever, and I have them all, laptop. I mean, you're gonna run into the news, and it's not that I don't want to be aware. Obviously, I want to know what's going on in the world, and there's a lot of sad and horrible things happening. But I don't like to dwell on that kind of energy, so I try to stay away from it. Being aware of it is enough. Anyway, I hope you all are safe and doing okay and getting through this as best you can. So let's get started, Taurus. Let's see what's going on. The bird's squawking in the room. She can hear me talking. She was out for Aries reading, and she was doing her usual stuff, tormenting the cat and biting my ear and being disagreeable, wanting to be the center of attention. And I told her, no, we're not playing this game for the Taurus reading. And then the cat decided he wanted to stay in the bedroom too. So they're together with my son, who's just sleeping. Anyway, let's get started. So we've got the Emperor and the Nine of Wands in reverse. The King of Wands, Six of Wands, King of Swords in reverse, the Lovers in reverse, the World in reverse, and then we have the Knight of Wands in reverse. So I think this King of Wands is your energy, Taurus, and I want to remind you, if you're a female, first of all, you can embody King energies. It's about the energy of the card, not about the gender, but you could also be represented by somebody else who ends up showing up in this reading, or you could be an external party that is connected to this reading because you are affected by the situation in some way, shape, or form. So again, even if you are a Taurus, you might feel like you're cross-watching for somebody that you're dealing with. Just keep that in mind. So the King of Wands is someone who's a natural-born leader, somebody who has leadership skills, somebody who's could be sitting in a position of power, somebody who makes decisions for others or manages others. This could be a boss, it could be like a politician, somebody who is not afraid of a challenge, very creative, very ambitious. With the Six of Wands, this person is seeing some kind of success. Others are recognizing this individual for some kind of accomplishment Maybe something, Taurus, you've recently accomplished, or some kind of goal you've obtained. So we'll see what else we get here. You do have some criticism, however. You have somebody in the mix here who's criticizing you. This King of Swords in reverse. I think he thinks you're making decisions for all the wrong reasons. And it may have to do with a relationship or connection, or multiple connections. But this person feels very critical to me. And they're telling you why you're doing all this wrong. You're going about this the wrong way. You may think you're making the right decisions right now. Maybe you feel successful. Maybe you've obtained some kind of goal, but it's going to kick you in the ass. That's what this person is saying. It's going to kick you in the ass in the future. You're going about this the wrong way, is what I'm getting from these two cards. The King of Swords can be somebody who is also kind of in a position of authority. And the King of Swords is very intelligent, but in the reverse, he uses his words almost like a weapon. He's very cutting and cruel, can be manipulative, play mind games, for example, could just be harsh in nature when it comes to how he communicates. Maybe he's very argumentative, aggressive. There could be a power struggle going on between these two energies. That's what I'm getting from this Emperor, Knight of Wands in reverse. There could be a power struggle. An expectation of one person is going to bow to the will of the other. That kind of thing. At least at this point in time, Taurus, I'm not sure that you have a clear understanding of what to do about this situation, or maybe how to handle this individual, or how to react to them. There's a sense that you're kind of up in the air with how to handle things, what the next step is, maybe even a little confused as to whether or not whatever actions you've taken in the past or what you've done in the past is going to work, that kind of thing. Just to throw out a couple scenarios, I do definitely feel like this King of Wands, King of Swords are two separate people. You could be business partners and disagreeing with regard to maybe the direction of your business, or you could be family members who have a disagreement about something, or are trying to make decisions for the family or within the family, and so there's this power struggle about who's right, who's wrong, which direction you should go, that kind of thing. But there's definitely some contention here between these two. Let's get some more cards out, Taurus. Let's see what else we get. Whatever the case may be, this King of Wands is the one who's receiving support from other people, not this King of Swords. So, I mean, that could be what's going on here, is this King of Swords is holding some kind of grudge, because, Taurus, I do feel like this is your energy. You're being recognized for making the right moves or the right decisions, or just being supported in some way, shape, or form with your behavior, your actions, your words. So we have the Eight of Swords, and then the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. So again, there's this power play. There's this struggle, maybe trying to determine who's ultimately going to make the final decision. And so you might be in a state where you're not making any forward movement because you are stuck in this power play situation. And until someone gives in. Until someone gives in one way or the other, you're not going to be able to make any progress. So whatever this is for you, again, this could be a business partnership, could be family, friends or coworkers, something like that. But right now, there's no progress being made. Ten of Wands in reverse, clarifying this King of Wands. The World, this time in the upright position. King of Swords is clarified by the Queen of Cups. I didn't expect that. I didn't feel like that was going, well, we'll see what else we get. Tower in reverse. 6 of Swords. And the Ace of Pentacles. So this could be a business partnership, or there's some kind of opportunity on the table that you may be trying to move toward, but you haven't quite obtained yet. I think you're in the process of trying to move towards this, or trying to get to this Ace of Pentacles. You're trying to move toward this Ace of Pentacles, but at this point in time, you haven't been able to obtain it. There's a certain level of uncertainty maybe on how to do it, or how to get there, or what moves to make, because I do feel like this King of Swords is getting in your way, and I feel like right now he is the burden you're trying to release in order to make some progress ultimately. And I don't feel like this is just a positive move in the right direction for you. It's going to be beneficial to others in the long run when you finally obtain the opportunity to move towards this Ace of Pentacles. Now, the Ace of Pentacles could be a new creative endeavor, could be a new job or new work situation, something that might be profitable, something that might be beneficial to you in the area of finances or money. This King of Swords it has some kind of negative reaction, or is talking smack about a Queen of Cups. This Queen of Cups could be somebody that you are connected to, or it could be somebody that's connected to this King of Swords, but this Queen of Cups is somebody who's very nurturing and loving. That's what she does. She just gives unconditional love. Very compassionate, somebody who could potentially be very intuitive, a very caring and loving individual. It could be that this King of Swords feels like this relationship is getting in the way of you moving towards this Ace of Pentacles. I'm going to need to get more cards out here to see what this Queen of Cups is all about. But this person, this Queen of Cups, is central in this reading. She's causing some upset in some way, shape, or form. Whether it's her influence on you, or her intentions, or the connection itself, this King of Swords is upset about something related to her. The Lovers in reverse could indicate that there's some possibly choices or decisions being made, but all for the wrong reasons. And again, it could be because of the connection, or it could be that the Lovers in reverse could indicate there's some kind of separation or distance or disconnect with this Queen of Cups. And that's affecting the situation, something like that. Let's get some more cards out. It's not super clear yet what's going on with this Queen of Cups, so let's see what we've got. Taurus, and I want to remind you too, if you're a female viewer, you could be this Queen of Cups, or again, you can certainly embody the King energy. You could be this King of Swords energy. Right now, I'm getting some real harsh feelings off this King of Swords. So, okay, let's just get some more cards out. I don't know why I'm sitting here hemming and hawing over my first 2 decks. I have 2 more decks to go. Okay, so we have a Queen of Pentacles now. Is this the same person? And then there's a King of Cups also that's coming out. So I think this Queen of Cups, Queen of Pentacles is the same person. And I get the feeling that the King of Cups is the King of Wands. So there's a connection, there's a love connection between these two. King of Wands, Queen of Pentacles, Queen of Cups. Let's get the rest of the cards out and then we'll talk about them. Six of Swords. Again, clarifying the King of Wands. Ace of Cups in reverse. King of Pentacles in reverse. Clarifying the King of Swords. Queen of Swords? Are you kidding me? Okay, Queen of Swords in reverse. This is crazy. Okay, so this could be many, many people, or this could indicate the different energies of the same people, but I'm going to need to really look at this. Okay. Seven of Pentacles in reverse. And then we have the Hierophant in reverse. Okay, so wow, this is really confusing, Taurus. Okay, so let's just talk about the people for a minute and the energy of the cards so I can kind of get my bearings here. So the Queen of Pentacles is somebody who's very loyal, hardworking, trustworthy, dependable, honest, somebody who puts others first. This can be a mothering type figure, somebody who cares for others, could be an actual mother. And then we have the King of Cups. This is somebody who's also very loving and compassionate, very willing to express emotions, provide for others. Could be a father figure, somebody who's very caring. I feel like this King of Cups is the King of Wands. And then we have the King of Pentacles in reverse. And he's clarifying the King of Swords. So I think this is probably the same. You know, honestly, the King of Swords could potentially also be your higher self. It could be this King of Wands also. Maybe it's not a separate energy. Because then we have the Queen of Swords too. This is really okay. So this could potentially be just two people, is what I'm getting right now, which feels really crazy. But there could be some kind of struggle between these two people. It's a connection, a very loving connection. These could be partners. This could be a partner of yours. And you could be dealing with a power struggle within the relationship itself. So there is some kind of need to leave something behind. It could be, okay, it could be that this King of Wands needs to move away from a connection or toward a connection. Needs to make a connection in order to move toward this Ace of Pentacles, this opportunity, but he's not making the right decisions. And therefore hasn't obtained this Ace of Pentacles yet. There could be a relationship standing in the way, or it could be a relationship that he needs to connect with. It could be a connection he needs to make with this Queen of Pentacles, Queen of Cups. God, this is so okay. So when I get this many court cards out, I just have to get more cards out. I'm not sure, Taurus. I'm tempted to start this reading over because I'm getting really confused, but I'm not. I'm gonna keep going with it. Let's see what we get. This Queen of Swords in reverse. Again, a very harsh energy. Somebody who could be talking smack. Somebody who's kind of bitchy. Somebody who's using their words in a really negative way. Somebody who could be pessimistic. Or just negative in nature. I don't feel like this person is associated with this Queen of Cups, Queen of Pentacles. It feels like somebody's separate. Now I'm inclined to think there could be 4 separate people represented in this reading, because the 2 people scenario is just not working for me. It's not making any sense if I go with the fact that this is 2 people. So it feels like it could be 4. We've got a Queen of Swords and a King of Swords in reverse. Those are 2 separate people. And then we have the King of Wands, King of Cups. That's one person. And then we have the Queen of Pentacles and the Queen of Cups. That's another person. So there could be 4 people in this reading. And again, there's this power struggle going on with regard to moving in the direction of an Ace of Pentacles. And this conflict, or whatever's going on, this struggle between these two separate, I'm going to say 2 energies, but it's the King and the Queen of Swords on one side. And it's the King and the Queen of Cups, King of Wands, Queen of Pentacles on the other side. I think this King of Pentacles actually represents this King of Wands. And I think this King of Swords is trying to convince this King of Wands that he's not being responsible. He's not accepting responsibility with regard to this connection that he has with this Queen of Cups. That somehow his connection with this Queen of Cups is getting in the way, possibly, of this Ace of Pentacles. And that he needs to leave that behind in order to obtain this goal, or reach this goal, or get to this opportunity, this Ace of Pentacles. Let's get some more cards out here. 10 of Cups in reverse. So, okay. 3 of Cups in reverse. 2 of Pentacles. 9 of Swords. I can tell this is going to be a long reading already. I mean, my readings have been going long anyway, Taurus, so, you know, I apologize, but I'm going to try to make sense of this. It's a really interesting story. I could tell there's a lot going on here, but it may take me a while, so just be patient with me. 5 of Wands in reverse, and that's associated with this Queen of Cups. She's causing the problem. I don't think she's not doing it on purpose. She's not causing conflict on purpose. Okay. 6 of Swords again for the 3rd time, but in reverse this time. Seven of Swords. Holy cow. And then the Moon. What have you got yourself mixed up in, Taurus. This is drama to the nth degree. So this Queen of Cups, Queen of Pentacles, very loyal, very compassionate, someone who has definitely good intentions and is not wanting to cause problems. I don't know why, but this King of Swords thinks that she's causing problems. So does this Queen of Swords. This King and Queen of Swords in reverse thinks this person is the problem, is the obstacle that's in the way of this Ace of Pentacles. She's the one who's causing all the conflict. And this King of Swords is saying, you know, you're being irresponsible maybe by including this person. And I think this King of Wands maybe is trying to decide which direction he should go with regard to which energy is he going to dump in order to get to this goal that he wants, this Ace of Pentacles. And when I say dump, I mean, for whatever reason, there is some serious disagreements going on here, and not everybody can be happy with this situation. This is not a kumbaya situation. And so this King of Wands is like, well, I've got to figure out which direction I go. And when I say I have to figure out which direction I want to go, he's thinking, you know, who am I going to remain loyal to, and who has to go? And this is a very conflicting situation for this King of Wands. He is in his head about it. He is having serious trouble with regard to the situation, and it's mainly due to this King and Queen of Swords, who have nothing good to say about this Queen of Pentacles, Queen of Cups. They think that she is the reason behind the inability to move forward. She's the reason behind why things are stagnant. There's no progress being made, and it's because of this connection with this Queen of Cups, Queen of Pentacles, and this Queen of Swords, King of Swords are pissed about it. Like, this is messed up, King of Wands. And for whatever reason, the King of Wands has the say here. Now, the King of Wands ultimately is going to make some kind of decision. He has the power. I don't think he wants the power. I think he would like to give that up, because I think he loves this Queen of Pentacles. And so making this kind of decision is probably very difficult for him, because I think he's being influenced by this King and Queen of Swords, who are telling him he needs to dump this Queen of Pentacles, Queen of Cups. Is this a current relationship for you, Taurus? Is this a romantic, intimate partner, this Queen? Is she getting in the way of something? Here's the thing. As long as this Queen is involved in the situation, it's almost like she's controlling the situation, and you're stuck with disagreements, people not being happy about the situation, people being disgruntled about the situation. Is this a nepotism type situation where you're involving your significant other and it's pissing other people off that she's involved just because she's connected to you? Whatever the case may be, this disruption within this group dynamic is causing everything to come to a screeching halt. There is absolutely no progress or movement forward because of this current disagreement within this group dynamic. This could be, again, a business situation, work situation, or family even. And then we have the Seven of Swords that came up here. You could be dealing with this King and Queen of Swords in reverse. They could be trying to deceive you, Taurus. They could be trying to steer you in the wrong direction. They might be talking smack about this person, this Queen of Cups, but if this person is a current partner of yours, then you know what's true about this individual. But I feel like this King and Queen of Swords is, they're being deceptive regarding why you have to move away from this individual so that you can have this. There's some kind of mystery surrounding this Ace of Pentacles. Why do I have to drop my connection with this Queen of Cups, Queen of Pentacles in order to move towards this Ace of Pentacles, says Taurus. What good is that going to do me? So this is that frustrating situation where I can't make up my mind because it doesn't make sense right now. There's something fishy about this. Taurus can't make a decision because there's something fishy about this and it doesn't seem right. Trust your gut, Taurus. Trust your gut. Your spirit guides are trying to tell you something here. And you're the one who has to make the decision, but it feels like you've got to move away from one or the other of the side. There's two sides to this story, and you've got to take sides. You have to take sides, and that's what's keeping you from progress, is having to take sides. I think this King of Swords is saying, you know, you're being disloyal to him if you continue to hang on to this Queen of Cups. Maybe you've built something with this King of Swords. Maybe you have a business with this partner, and your romantic, intimate partner is causing conflict for you. And so this King of Swords is saying you've got to move away from this, or maybe disinclude her. Maybe you don't have to end the relationship necessarily, but you can't include her. She can't be part of it. I think this King and Queen of Swords they're definitely partners of some sort. They're at least on the same side, if not connected in some way, whether they're spouses or family members, close friends, whatever that looks like. But those two are definitely on one side and agreeing. They're both feeling like you're being disloyal, that you're not making the right decision, not moving in the right direction, and it all has to do with this Queen of Cups, Queen of Pentacles. They feel very hard. They're very argumentative. I feel like they're very harsh with their words too. They might be very blunt. Maybe they were kind of pussyfooting around a little bit. Maybe at first they were kind of dropping hints or being subtle about it. You know, that Queen of Cups, she's getting in your way, Taurus. She's causing things to come to a screeching halt. You really need to dump this person or release them from the situation. And I think maybe so much time has passed at this point where there hasn't been a decision made, or things haven't been going in the direction that this King and Queen of Swords wants them to go. They become now very harsh, very blunt, very cutting, very brutal in nature with their communication. Now they're not pussyfooting around, but at the same time, I also feel like they might be lying. They might be lowering themselves to the point where they're actually being deceitful regarding the situation to try to get their way. Okay, so there's the King of Cups again. See, here's the thing. You do King of Wands, King of Cups. You love everybody. You're compassionate and loving and loyal to everybody. So someone telling you you're not being loyal to them is probably very painful for you, because you have compassion and love for everybody involved, and you have to make this decision to let go of someone that you care deeply for if you're going to move forward toward this opportunity. High Priestess in reverse. This King of Swords, Queen of Swords wants you to give up. Definitely thinks that you need to change your feelings or your actual relationship with this Queen of Pentacles, Queen of Cups. Or things are going nowhere, they say. Nine of Wands again, but this time in the upright position. Six of Cups. So here you're dealing with, let me get the rest of these out and then I'll talk about this. Sun in reverse. Four of Cups. Page of Pentacles. And then Justice. This King and Queen of Swords doesn't think you see the bigger picture. They don't think you're seeing clearly with regard to this Queen of Cups, Queen of Pentacles. I think that they might be talking smack about this Queen of Cups, Queen of Pentacles, trying to get you to see this person in a different light, because they don't think you see the true nature of this Queen of Cups. I'm telling you what, though, this Queen of Cups, Queen of Pentacles, she has nothing but loyalty and love. There is nothing negative coming off of this person. This is exactly the type of person you want in your life. This is a perfect partner. She will work hard. She's loyal. She's compassionate, loving. She's got it all together. She's smart. She's, again, dependable, hardworking. If this is a potential business partner of yours and you're trying to, make an offer to this person, it could be that you're getting ready to move toward making an offer to this person with this Page of Pentacles coming out. But this King and Queen of Swords don't want you to. So here's the deal, Taurus. I think that the Six of Pentacles, Six of Cups, actually represents the relationship you have with all of these people. I think that you're very close to all of them. Again, it could be family members, but these are soulmates. And a soulmate doesn't have to be, an intimate, romantic partner. A soulmate can be anybody that you're meant to spend some time with, during your lifetime. You're supposed to cross paths with these people because they move you in the right direction in your life. They move you in the direction of where you're supposed to be, where you're supposed to go, what you're supposed to experience, what you're supposed to learn. And you grow spiritually from the people that you have these kind of connections with. And because you have these kind of connections with all of these people involved, it's causing you significant worry. And you might feel like you're stuck between a rock and a hard place because you feel like you have to give up one of these relationships in order to move forward in the right direction. But how do you give up a Six of Cups relationship? So you're fighting through this. I mean, you are the King of Wands. You're going to make a good decision. You're the King of Cups, King of Wands. And you have a lot of compassion, and you ultimately will make the right decision, Taurus, because you're doing it with your heart, but you're also making a decision that's best for not just you, but for the group as a whole. I really feel a lot of positive energy coming your way, even though there's this King of Pentacles, because this Queen of Swords, King of Swords does not feel like you are a loyal individual. But you're fighting through this, and your decision is, who am I letting go? Who am I going to drop out of this picture? And you get to make that decision. I don't know if that's a you get to, because I wouldn't want to be in this position. But then we've got this, and then we've got this. There's secrets. There's deception, there's betrayal, there's someone being sneaky about the situation. And I don't think it's the Queen of Pentacles, Queen of Cups. Well, I know it's not. It's this King of Swords, Queen of Swords. And they're trying to influence you by not being forthright with you. And they... maybe they feel like you're gullible, or you are, incapable of seeing the bigger picture, or you're not going to be able to see through their lies, but I think that you can. I mean, the King of Cups, King of Wands, you weren't born yesterday. I mean, you've got a grip on what's going on. You know what's real and what's not. You know your feelings for and this person's feelings for you. You know how you feel about this Queen of Pentacles, Queen of Cups. There is a lot of loyalty and love. And I don't know if this is a current relationship of yours or someone that you are trying to get involved in this situation. I don't know what this looks like for you, Taurus, but the answer is as clear as day for me in this reading. This Queen and King of Swords are leading you astray, and they're doing it for, I don't know why. I don't know what their motives are, other than they don't want you to make this connection or bring this Queen of Cups, Queen of Pentacles along for the ride to this Ace of Pentacles. They don't want that. For some unknown reason. For some unknown reason, they don't want that. And they're going to do everything in their power to make sure that they influence you in the direction they want you to go. Am I taking both of those? I guess I am. I'm taking both of these. We have the 5 of Air and the 10 of Cups in reverse. 10 of Cups came out in your reading beforehand. To me, this to me indicates this is a situation where not everybody's going to be happy with the end result. That's just the way it's going to be. There is no way around this. This King and Queen of Swords are not bending. They're not going to see your point of view. They're not going to change their minds. And then the 5 of Air would be the 5 of Swords, which surprisingly enough did not come out in this reading. So we're going to read them both. This one's a potential blockage. I'm going to read the 5 of Air first, and then we're going to wrap this up. And it did turn out to be a long reading, but, such is life. Just gives YouTube a chance to put all kinds of ads in my video. I got monetized this month, which is great. I was excited about that, but I couldn't believe how many commercials they were embedding into my videos. It's tempting to me to turn them off because I hate it. But, I make a few pennies every time an ad pops up on my video, so I guess I gotta deal with it, at least until I feel like I can afford not to. I don't know. Okay, 5 of Air. About a page. Here we go. Taurus. The 5 of Air represents a conflict between what is real and what is believed. It addresses a need for honesty and the courage to let go of a self-deception that is being held onto in order to hide and protect from a painful reality. This painful reality may be one that we choose to deny, but even so, its influence can still create dissonance in our lives and work in a corrosive manner that gives rise to conflicted thoughts, a desire to avoid and procrastinate, an eventual self-sabotage of our creative endeavors. It can also manifest in a desire to withdraw and separate ourselves from those who love us. The symptoms to look, well, that just, right? Telling you what. These cards, they blow me away every time I pull them out. It's like, I couldn't make this up if I tried. Some of the way these resonate, it's just amazing to me. The symptoms to look for are low self-esteem, a disparaging inner voice, and an inability to handle criticism as it only serves to reinforce a low opinion that is already held. Even simple advice and constructive criticism that are offered to help improve or fix something that is in need of further work is perceived to be an attack and is responded to with hurt or anger. When this happens repeatedly, others may become reluctant to speak up even when there is a real, genuine need. This reluctance is noticed and feeds the anxiety. As a result of this inability to take advice of any kind and see it for what it is, care and love, conflict, mistakes, and outright failure become common occurrences, which in turn make us believe even more that we will never succeed. Behind the mask, we fall victim to self-recrimination, judgment, and blame, and criticize ourselves in a manner that is neither objective nor constructive. And yet, despite everything, we try to put on a brave face and continue to smile, but it is a mask. The smile is the lie that hides disappointments, regrets, guilt, and pain that we attempt to deny because we have been conditioned to suppress and repress our true thoughts and feelings. If the 5 of Air card appears in your reading, it is in essence a gentle intervention. Remove the mask and the blindfold from your eyes. Let go of the lie that all is okay and that you are happy, and allow yourself to see that you need to address the thoughts and beliefs that have you thinking poorly of yourself. It is time for you to see and face the inner demons that have you believing that you are not worthy or deserving of success or happiness. Drop the mask and show your true self, wounds and all. Look at the damaging thoughts and beliefs, address their source, and give yourself an opportunity to heal. Allow others to help you. You are not alone and you are loved. Understand that the advice and constructive criticism others offer is not meant to limit and wound, but to help you heal and grow. See, that's the thing, is I was going in the direction of this King and Queen of Pentacles, knocking my cards on the floor. This King and Queen of Swords, not Pentacles. King and Queen of Swords feel very critical and harsh. Is it possible that they're trying to steer you in the right direction? I don't think so. But, you know, honestly, if you get anything out of this card, what I think is it's important to unveil the mask, to go ahead and speak honestly, be your authentic self, talk to these people with clear and concise language and let them know how you feel, and then force them to do the same, because honestly, I don't think that they're being honest with you at all. Okay, let's get to the Ten of Water, and then we got to wrap this up. It's going way too long. This is a potential blockage. It's a very short paragraph. The Ten of Water reversed represents a disruptive influence or belief that threatens your peace and calm. You may be investing too much time and emotion in something that could have no real foundation or substance. It may be that your intuition is telling you that the situation is real, but even if your intuition is correct, it could still be time to put an end to this disruption. The upright Ten of Water asks that you focus on the positive things in your life that bring you peace and joy. Focusing your emotional energy away from things that are simply not worth your time and care will help you accomplish this. Therefore, be careful that you are not giving life and power to shadows by focusing your time, energy, and emotions upon them. So again, this could be, as much as these people in your life, this King and Queen of Swords, as much as they may be a Six of Cups energy to you, if they are negatively influencing your life, you know, you're pushing yourself in their direction, in the wrong direction, ultimately. I think, Taurus, I'm going to leave this here. I think that I gained clarity, and I'm glad I stuck with this reading because it's very, very interesting. I think you're in a state of immobility because you are dealing with, again, these conflicting energies that are pulling at you from two different directions. This Queen of Cups, Queen of Pentacles, whoever this is to you, is not intentionally trying to hurt you in any way, shape, or form, and it has nothing but love and loyalty for you. This King and Queen of Swords, different story, however, definitely a different story going on here. But they're all important people in your life, so you do have a challenge ahead of you. Take your time, listen to your gut, ask for guidance from your spirit guides. They're always with you. They will help you. And I wish you all the best. I hope that this reading gave you some clarity. I hope that it helped in some way, shape, or form. So I'll keep you in my thoughts and hope that things are moving along for you. Thank you so much for watching. If it did resonate, please give me a like, share, subscribe, leave a comment if you wish, and I'll see you next time. Bye, Taurus.